Hello, my name is Elijah, and in this video, I will be discussing poverty and how it relates to population growth, vulnerability to hazards, and environmental degradation. I'll also be discussing if I think that government should or private organizations can help to reduce poverty and how they can help to reduce poverty. When talking about poverty, it is important to mention carrying capacity. So, carrying capacity is the maximum population size sustainable by an environment. So, basically, there's a limit to the population size that an environment can serve. Poverty can occur when there is a high population size and there aren't enough resources to go around. An increase in population size leads to a higher demand for food and shelter, and this added pressure on the environment puts a strain on carrying capacity. This means that some species will begin to suffer from a lack of resources such as food, shelter, and medical needs. This leads to poverty, and poverty can be seen as people without shelter or poor housing. It can also be seen as people who are like malnourished and have diseases. Most of us have seen homeless people on the side of the road. That's what poverty looks like. There's also, like the tents and stuff in Los Angeles. I don't know if some people have seen that before, but they're basically slums. That's what poverty looks like. Whenever the environment can no longer, support like shelter for certain people. So, anyways, eventually the environment will no longer be able to sustain the species, and the species will face a rapid decrease in population size due to a lack of resources. The lack of resources will cause, people to go homeless, people to go hungry, and it will also cause diseases to spread more rampantly. Government can help reduce poverty by making jobs more accessible. In inner cities where poverty is high, I would consider making picking up litter a job. Someone who is actively working to keep their environment clean, to reduce environmental degradation, should be rewarded. There are private organizations and food banks that are set in place to try to help reduce poverty. Sometimes when somebody doesn't have to worry about where they get their food from, and sometimes people just need that extra help when it comes to getting food. These food banks are in place to help those who are hungry and that are facing poverty. And it allows them to kind of like have a shoulder to lean on while they look for jobs and look for their own means of making the money to buy their own food. So yeah, thank you for watching. This has been my video on poverty, and I'll catch you next time.